I'm building a city in Minecraft. But how big is a city in Minecraft? Well, this actually looks like it's a fairly good-sized area, right? So way down there at the end of that pond or lake or whatever you want to call it, and going out to those rocks along the shore. That's about the length of this city. But when you look at it in Minecraft, you think that's pretty big, isn't it? Most likely there's going to be well over 100 buildings in this city. But how many people, I guess, would live in it? Maybe 300 or 400. That's not exactly a city, is it? I don't think so. But I'm still calling this a city because it's going to be a fairly large build in this world. It's not going to be the biggest, though. But when you take a look at city sizes, can you really build one in Minecraft? Let's take a look at the size of this one. So this is the western border. It's -79. And the eastern border is way over here, 469. So it's a bit over 500 blocks. And one block is about 1 meter. So let's say we've got 550 meters. That's pretty small, considering that the neighborhood I live in is probably bigger than this. Because the city that I live in is about 20 kilometers wide, which means it's about 20,000 blocks. The area I've explored in this, -7,888. So let's just say -8,000 up to, let's say, 6,000. So, this whole area could fit a decent sized city. So let's say this whole area could be a city, and that would actually fit the definition of a city. But I'm building multiple cities in this region, which is interesting. If you go to Japan, a lot of the cities are fairly compact, so it's kind of unfair to compare the city I live in, which is fairly large land-wise. Now, if we take a look at this peninsula here, this little bit is where the entrance to this city is going to be. This is the capital city. So going from the north to the south, we've got 116 and 797. So it is not even 1,000 blocks. So how many people are going to live in that city? I don't know. There are, of course, YouTube channels that are making actual city-sized builds. Of course, Build the Earth. They're basically building an entire replica of the world. So they are absolutely world-sized. That is world-sized, not city-sized. There are others. Lord Dacker, who has not been working on his medieval city in a long time. He's building a fairly, I would say, city-sized build. I'm hoping he's going to return to it. But when you look at the scale of things in Minecraft, it's really hard to build a full-size city. It would take years. And it's probably going to take me at least 2 years to build this thing. I mean, I built a village over there and it took me 3 years. But I was having a little bit of problem with creative block and burnout, which is unrelated to that build, though. So this city will take a while. Once I'm done that, I'm going to be moving on to a couple of villages before I go and tackle the capital city, which will probably take longer. So I don't know how long this is going to take. I may have to figure out how to do things more efficiently or focus far more time on this, which may be a thing that will happen. Now, there is one channel I would recommend that is building cities, I guess you could say, but they're not actual city-sized cities, but I think it's a fair compromise. And I think that's what we need to do in Minecraft. If you're planning to build a city, you need to compromise. Don't go for an actual city-sized city. Build something that feels like a city. You want it to feel like it's a very busy and lively place. And that is one thing I plan on doing here. Now, the channel that I'm talking about is Azulas. And I would like to leave a link to it in the description. And I think also in the pinned comment. And I would like you to check out his channel because he's building so many civilizations and cities in a world which you can actually log into. There's a server that's public. You can log into it and explore those cities yourself. I've done it a couple of times myself, and I really do need to get back into it because the work that is being done in that world is incredible. And I absolutely love the work. You can see various types of architecture, and it looks amazing. And what he does with it is, it does make it look like cities. Like when you're inside, say if you're down in the streets, you see nothing but buildings. And it is totally immersive. And I love that about Azulas's cities. And there are others, of course. I know Whip is working on a city. He's been working on it for quite some time now. And who knows when he'll be done that one. Well, hopefully he does manage to finish it before he dies because it's hardcore. Hopefully he doesn't. It would be great to see it completed. That would be amazing. But yeah, there are so many amazing cities. There are groups that build cities in creative, so you can see a lot of amazing things that are built by groups. They can do it much, much more quickly, of course. And they're quite coordinated about it. And actually, one of the people that I actually play with was a member of one of those groups, which is really interesting. And it was a long time ago that he was a member, and they are no longer building anything, but they do have a channel where you can watch the time lapses. And it's just amazing what some people can do. But my thoughts are, if you're going to build a city, build what is within your means. I mean, if you build something this size and call it a city, that's up to you. Of course it is. Although, with these few buildings, I wouldn't call this a city at all. This is how many buildings? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7's not a city. No way. Or is it 8? I forgot to count that one. So, scale is important. If you are going to be building a city, then make sure it's an appropriate scale. Something that you can achieve. If you're doing it in creative, then you're going to be able to do a lot more, even copying and pasting. If you like to copy and paste buildings, I mean, that's one way you can do it, especially if you have a lot of buildings that look similar. But that is up to you, how you want to do it, As for me, as I fly over to where the capital city is going to be, right over here, I'm doing this in survival. And this is going to be an incredible challenge. This right here. This whole peninsula is going to be filled with buildings. How long is it going to take me? Possibly years. I don't know, but it's going to take quite a while. Let's stop right up here. This is where the palace is going to be. Yeah, exactly. All right, so as the sun goes down behind us, or beside us, Let me know what you think. How big do you think you could build a city? And really, what defines a city in Minecraft? Let me know in the comments below. If you like videos like this and would like to see some more, then please consider subscribing to this channel as well as my main one. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.